This is Graham and Kitty. Graham is recounting his memories of the Blitz in Manchester during World War II.
There was quite a few bombing raids in Manchester, but it was the really, really bad one. Christmas 1940, and my mother would be 14, and she'd gone to the pictures with a friend. On the way home, they had to walk past an anti-aircraft base where the guns were firing at the plane. So every few seconds, few minutes, they would either be falling on their knees because there was a bomb dropping.
Olivia is our young person and Sarah our elder. They're comparing their experiences, albeit a couple of generations apart, about marital expectations put upon women in their 20s.
Yeah, I was doing things in my early 20s and going to places, and then my mother stepped in and told me I had to settle down and get married and have kids, like my older sister, otherwise she felt stigmatised, so I obliged.
So did you particularly want to do that? Sounds like it wasn't top of your list.
No, I didn't. I could have stayed single and played around for a lot longer. So she really drilled it into me that I had to settle down and conform.
Yeah,
so
it's funny because I think, oh, well, that is something that's changed so much because I don't feel that pressure. But then, it's still the main topic of conversation, or the first question a lot of people ask you is, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a partner? It's still, there is still that pressure.
There is a societal expectation, especially coming from conventional parents, that this is what should happen in your 20s. You should be nesting or something, or planning a future, meeting somebody compatible. I conformed, Olivia, there, so I did it. Was it love at first sight? No, definitely not.
But did you like him?
Well, yeah, it was okay. We got along. We sort of both wanted the same things.
This is Rachel and Stevie. Rachel is a transgender woman in her 60s, and Stevie is a young person identifying as non-binary.
People should converse with themselves. I mean, I don't mean have a conversation and, like some lunatic. Although I do talk to myself, by the way.
Yeah, we're not calling anyone out here. You're allowed to talk to yourself.
Yeah, well, I do talk to myself occasionally.
It's part of the thought process sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, because sometimes if a conversation with yourself, I mean, in your head maybe, or openly with yourself, you can discover yourself and what you really, really, really think about life. And, because we all have a face, we all have two faces. We have what the world sees and what's going on inside our heads. Sometimes it's just good to air it. I think it's part of our lives. I think it's something that people don't do, and we should be doing it.
It can be difficult if you're not quite comfortable in yourself, like you feel like you don't know yourself that well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Or you're still figuring out who you are, especially if you're younger.
Absolutely, that's a really good point because, you're right, you're spot on there because sometimes we just don't know ourselves, and that's essentially what happened to me in my life. There were certain pointers about my gender, certainly at a younger age, that I didn't have the maturity to figure out, and I didn't have the vocabulary to figure out. And back in the 60s and the 70s, it wasn't a place to start analysing your gender.
This is Louis, our young person, and Tommy, our elder. Tommy is an entertainer and DJ, and here he is showing off his voice changer to Louis.
Right, you there yet?
I'm here, I can hear you.
I'll do a Martian, yeah?
Okay, yeah, go on.
Here we go.
Hello, my name is Nicholas, and welcome to Radio I used to go on with Central SM and because of this lockdown.
Hello, my name is Tommy J. Welcome to Sonder Radio I used to go on with Central SM because of this lockdown.
What do you think of that?
Oh, they're brilliant.